Hey guys, you're not so technical gamer here with another PC hardware comparison video. And you know me, I'm after budget hardware peripherals. I have here my AK680 Max from Ajazz and my old and defendable Redragon Stormhunter. Okay, stay with me as I give you feedback and thoughts on both keyboards and which one would I will be using from here on. Hey guys, so here I am, your not so technical gamer with another budget PC gaming peripheral review. This time it's going to be a quick unboxing of the Ajazz 680 keyboard. This is a magnetic halleffect keyboard from Ajazz. It's significantly cheaper than my old Stormhunter. So I just want to give you uh, feedback and real experience from a not so technical gamer point of view. It's about gaming. I'm not into modifying the keyboard or anything. I just want to see how it performs right out of the box. So what I have here is my Stormhunter from Redragon. I also have the box here that we have a reference point of what you can get for the amount of money that you paid for. Yeah. So let's go with the Stormhunter first. So this is pretty much straightforward. I forgot how to open this box. But it came with the keyboard and the cable, which is in the other room, which I've been using for almost a year now. I got this from January. Let me just open this box. Okay, so Stormhunter box look like this. Pretty much straightforward. And yeah, these are the contents. There's some switches here available. You have the tool to remove the keycaps. That's about it. Yeah, pretty straightforward. The Ajazz, on the other hand, I opened this in the shop from where I got it from, just to check if the keyboard was working properly with them. But I saw that the box was pretty bare bones. It doesn't have an external box like the Stormhunter, but it looks like this. The cover is good. Dust cover. And then the tool. There are no replacement keycaps here, switches. There's a cable. Now, the cable with Ajazz, my previous mouse, the most recent mouse that I got from them, had a defective cable, but I didn't go for warranty on that one because it's going to be a waste of time. But the keyboard is pretty slick. Yeah, pretty slick. We're comparing it to the Stormhunter. This one is much smaller. It doesn't have a dial. That's fine. It's also lighter too. It's also lighter. Sounds nice. Some talky sounds in there compared to the Stormhunter. Yeah, so that's the comparison between the two. This one goes for 3,000 pesos. I forgot how much that will be in dollars, but I'll put it in the description. I'll put it somewhere in this video on how much that will be. The Ajazz goes for 2,000 pesos. I'll give again the dollar equivalent of that. But overall, the Ajazz is straightforward. it's pretty much bare bones. It's the bare minimum that you can get for a working keyboard. The good thing about this is that it's also Hall effect, so I'm gonna test that out. And I want to give you at least a month. I want to give you guys feedback from at least a week of use, even to a month. That's what I did for the mouse, so that I can literally give you a not so technical gamer perspective. But I mostly play Battlefield. So Stormhunter, I had a video of that one with me playing 2042. The Ajazz mouse and my newer videos are mostly on Battlefield 6. Yeah. So I'll be testing this and see how it goes. I don't like the feeling of the keyboard straight away. Uh, I just want to see how it will perform, not perform, how the software, because I already have an Ajazz mouse, how it will appear, if it's going to be legible. Because the Stormhunter has some areas for improvement when it comes down to the actual software that it comes with. Uh, but it really helped me get a 2.56, 2.57 KDR in Battlefield. I can't really blame this guy. It's been serving its purpose pretty well. Uh, and I'll do the same. See, okay, yeah. So I'll do some comparison with the software and give you some feedback. Okay. Yep. Okay. So let's talk software. Um, Here I have both keyboard software right in front of me. Um, the good thing about this is that because I have an Ajazz mouse, I only need one software for both devices. So here's the mouse and here's the keyboard. Yeah. Yeah. So the interface from my left is the one for Ajazz, and you can see again it's very similar to the mouse interface. And yeah, a lot of things I don't understand what it means. Uh, but I was able to get down to the stroke setting, and I configured it. This button right here, this toggle right here, allows me to configure every key to my desired actuation, which is very nice. I did not tinker with a lot of the things here. I personally don't understand them. To me, again, being the not so technical gamer, I wanted my keyboard to have the least path of resistance so I can game immediately. And considering I'm after the rapid trigger, that's what I did. The Ajazz, I've set it. This is how I set it up so that I'd be able to make my actions more responsive. Uh, but the other stuff here, maybe you will find it useful. You have quick trigger here. There are some tool tips and help descriptions here. Not sure how it's going to be useful for you, but for me, this is what I did, and that's the only thing that I will be using, I think, in the long run. This one, I'm not sure how I'll be using them. I don't plan on modding the keyboard. I like the way it is in its stock settings. Uh, there are advanced settings right here, macros, uh, DKS, MT, TGL. I'm not sure what that is. Read the current configuration, calibration. I don't need to calibrate. I'm happy with how it's performing. Uh, so I think there's a way to select the proper switch if you're planning to mod it, but I did not use this at all. I'm happy with how this is responding to each of my key press anyway when I'm gaming. Uh, and yeah, and also this is way cheaper than the Redragon that I got from last January. Yeah, so the Redragon interface, did a deep dive into this in one of my other videos. You can check that out. But basically, the way I set it up is same thing, 1 millimeter for the actuation for the rapid trigger. Yeah, that's the only thing that I'm interested in anyway. There are some RGB features, as you can see. I'm not interested in that. I'm not even. I can't even remember if I actually changed any RGB settings in here. But that's how it looks like. And yeah, so the interface between the Ajazz and the Redragon, I think you should be able to do more with the Ajazz because you can. There's more granularity that you can do. See, as opposed to the Redragon. Yeah, so you can go 0.04 increments in the Ajazz, which is something that you cannot do in the Redragon, which only goes down by zero point 0.1 increments. Yeah. So again, nothing fancy between the software. Both will be good if you're after rapid trigger. And again, the customization, pretty straightforward. That's it. That's it for the software comparison. All right. So when it comes to polling rate, both keyboards are reporting 8K. Um, but I've done some research. There's no way to properly test this polling rate accurately, at least on the consumer side. So I will not be able to do a test on that. Uh, but again, in my opinion, it doesn't matter if it's 1K, even 8K polling rates. The same with the mice that I use. I have a 1K mice here, an 8K mice, two 8K mice. One, I mean, if your aim is not that good, you will get shot. You will get killed. If you're not that fast with your keyboard, doesn't matter if it's 1,000 hertz or 8,000 hertz polling rate, you will still get killed, right? So yeah, both keyboards are advertised as 8K, so we'll put that into our mind when we're testing this. There's no way to verify that. Yeah. In this instance, let's just trust Redragon and Ajazz for that spec. All right. So all things considered, the keyboard, the keyboards are pretty much similar, but the form factor uh, is very different, radically different between the two because the Stormhunter got function keys and a knob. Now that knob is pretty underrated because it's really usable, especially when I'm playing and I need to talk to my wife. I just press that one, and it mutes headset, the audio. Uh, Now we don't have that feature built in the stock configuration of the Ajazz. Uh, but I think we can, create macros for that. And the absence of the function keys also, I mean, gameplay wise, it made me adapt a little bit because when you want to change seats in Battlefield, you need the function keys. So I had them now bound to the delete and the page up button. So I need to release my hand from the mouse if I need to change seats. But other than that, uh, the Ajazz for me is much more responsive, and it's so much smaller that I don't need to adjust too much when I have it on my desk. I mean, you can see how it looks like when I'm playing. Uh, I really like the feeling of the switches when I'm activating them, and the granularity that I can do with it in the software. You know, going by zero point zero 0.04 increments instead of zero point 0.1 increments compared to the Redragon. The only downside, again, is the lack of function keys. But overall, I think I could manage without the function keys. Also, uh, if you're the type of person that needs to look at the keyboard when you're typing, at least from time to time, the letters are on the bottom of the keyboard, if I can say that, describe it that way. It's not on the top side of the keycaps, so some adjustments may be needed in that space. Uh, but if you're gaming, you can need you don't really need to look at the keyboard anyway. But when you're doing anything outside of gaming, like work, I don't think I can use. I mean, I've tried using this because I'm working from home. I tried using the keyboard for my work, and I struggled a little bit uh, because again, the function keys. I mean, I need to press F5 if I need to refresh the browser, for example. I don't have that in the Age app. And what else? Yeah, the the conclusion that I can give you is that if you're if you're looking for a very responsive and very affordable piece gaming peripherals and you want Hall effect keys, this is the way to go. If you want to go down the bare minimum that you can pay for a Hall effect keyboard, the Ajazz fits the bill. All right. So that's it for me. I'll be using the Ajazz from here on out when gaming for Battlefield 6. It's just unfortunate that a new season of Diablo just came out, so I will not be playing much of Battlefield 6 throughout the holidays. I'll be switching over to Diablo, I think. But yeah, I'll be using the Ajax from here on out. I'll probably still use the Red Dragon from time to time, but I'm leaning towards the Ajax because again, to me the tactile feel of the keys, I like it more with the Ajax, and it's again smaller and it's easier for my desk. All right, so that's it. I'm your not so technical gamer. If you like the video, hit like and also subscribe to my channel. I'm a noob content creator, but I like sharing these experiences with you guys. All right, so that's it for me. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Peace.